Righto, so uh, let's practice what we've just learned. And I want you to uh, take 4 or 5 different LLMs, large language models. Perplexity is good. Chat GPT is good. Kimi is good. Grok is good. There's actually not many that is bad these days, right? We're going to in later lessons talk about tokens and things like that, but I will talk about tokens right now and basically what tokens mean. When you asking ChatGTP something, you are charged for what you put in as well as for what it hands over to you. Now, depending on the model, on the LLM, you are charged normally for like 1,000,000 tokens is $1 input, $2 output, or $4 input for all per 1,000 or per million tokens. Now, tokens are normally worked out per word, right? So each word will be 1 token. And if you look at this prompt here, very small input and quite small output as well. So you most definitely are going to pay less than for one that's got more input. For instance, this one also will have maybe a file attached, who knows, and you can see the output is much more. But keep this in mind. This would probably have costed you 5 Rand or 4 Rand, or even depends on what model you use. Kimi is quite cheap, it might be 1 Rand, and this can be 2 Rand. All right, but here is the thing. You gave a very simple prompt that costs you nearly nothing of input tokens, and you got basically nothing out as well. All right, here I used AI very much like I would use a search engine. Please explain to me what an archetype is because I need an archetype for my business. An archetype is a universal recognized pattern of character, behavior, or identity that people instinctively understand, like the hero and so forth. How to choose your archetype, one to inspire action, hero, one to build. All right, so there's nice things, but how about this prompt? This is built on what you've learned in the previous lesson. I need to find the best archetype for my business. Right. So that's what you wanted to do. That is basically what he needs to do, right? Next, the role. You are a brand specialist that for many years has investigated and helped big businesses and small businesses to create their ideal archetype so they have a brand voice that is unique. Now I go. My company is called Rebel Glitch, and we have a little bit of a rebellious nature to us, and I continue with that. Then I attached our brand logo, that is a tier 1 logo, so you have an idea of the look and feel we have. All right. I even would like to have some input on that. Then I go, so please start off, and here's the output. Please start off by explaining to me what an archetype is. What is the benefits of having an archetype? How that can assist in brand building and business growth. Then create me an output in a table format showing the 5 most likely archetypes and which ones are preferred. All right, so I gave it context, I gave it a role, I gave it output, and I was quite concise. I didn't go into, what, I realized through the years that we are not unique, and I need some uniqueness. No, all right? Uh, be concise, to the point. And here we go. You're thinking about exactly the right level. Archetypes are one of the fastest ways to sharpen a brand into something people feel, not just understand. Can you see the difference? It's a universal recognized pattern, blah, 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 right? Just this line alone gives me so much information. It is, how do people feel about you as a company, right? And as you go down, it starts saying a brand archetype comes from psychology, uh, from a guy, and it refers to universal characters, patterns human instinctively recognize. Then why does it matter? The consistent brand voice, the emotional connection, right? And then your brand. From what you describe, Rebel Glitch feels like anti-establishment, but not reckless. Skill first, action first, future focused, empowering outsiders. So it break down what I gave it. And you know what I could have added here that I didn't, was my website as reference. All right, I could have added my logo as reference. I didn't attach it simply because I actually forgot, but I can attach it at any moment or any time if I like. Then it went down and it gives me what is my primary, that the suggestion of a primary archetype, why, and then risks. When can this archetype be risky? And then example brands that use this archetype: the creator, the sage, the hero, the magician. And by the look of it, rebel, creator will be the ideal ones. Then it came back with even a strategy. So for 1 rand more, if you think token wise, I've got 10 times more than with a bad prompt. This prompt is like a search engine prompt, man, right? This prompt is a well-designed, using promtology principles. So always, what must it do? Tell it immediately what it should do. Then what is the role it should take on? Should it be, whatever personality or whatever big CEO you like, that can be the role. Then the context, still the most important. You can still leave out the role, right? You can still leave out what you want the AI to do, but you cannot leave out the context. Because if you look here, I actually told it what to do. Please explain to me what an archetype is, because I need an archetype for my business. Your context is, I need an archetype for my business, but not really saying anything. And then you ask basically what's an archetype. And then you can also leave out even the output you want. All right. But the output, let's look at what the output gave us. Why is archetypes important? How does it assist a brand? How does it help with consistent brand voices? How does it help for faster growth? It's all things I ask it to give to me as the result, as the output. I ask it for the table. There's the table. I can copy this table and paste it into a Word document if I like. and so forth. So here is now what you need to do for me is I need you to go and type in at least 3-4 different LLMs, a basic prompt that says nothing really, like you'll do on a search engine, and then go and then refine that prompt with how you want the output to be, what the role should be, what the context is, and do 2-3 of them per LLM. Then go to the next one, and you can even repeat some of them to see the different outputs you get. Grok will look differently, or will look different compared to ChatGPT or to Kimi, and so forth. So just play around with the promptology and write the prompt, and after you write the prompt, look at it and see if it is concise, see if the context is good enough, see if you're just blabbering along to try and make to create a lot of context, because that's also of course useful. Context, but give it in a non-chatty way, just give it to the point, and get that to become part of how you're going to work from now on. In the back of your mind, always remember you the architect, you the orchestrator. AI is your workhorse. AI is superior in logic. AI has read every book you can imagine. It doesn't matter if it's branding, blog posts, websites, it scanned it all. And then as you and me continue prompting AI, asking more questions and so forth, AI even learns more and more and more every day. So don't worry about the logic side. Even for branding, let AI tell you what is a blue ocean strategy. Ask AI if you don't know what strategies are in branding, to give you the 6 most used and successful brand strategies, and then tell AI why you want it. Ask it to take on the role of a strategist for branding and so forth, and see the difference in your results. Also see that you can probably, by just creating one prompt, get all the information you need, than to create 5-6 basic prompts with nothing really in it, and you still won't even get to that first prompt, and you end up using more tokens, costing you more, where with a decently made prompt you'll probably be there first time, and your follow-up questions will be more the what if questions, the think out of the box questions, those things, the vision questions, those things that humans are good at. All right, so I hope this was an eye-opener on how to use promptology. First of all, you get the correct answers, you get much more for your buck, you're more bang for your buck, and it goes quicker. All right, so with one prompt you can get everything you need by following the rules. So please start playing with it. Forget the training for the rest of the day. Start using LLMs and come up with, even work out a training schedule for you, whatever you want. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.